Hey, let's Joker Dark Rider. Few things I wanted to get through is, first off, well, yeah, and again, I know recordings haven't been the best. Uh, we've been fighting with the internet a lot. I do apologize for that. Uh, like right now, when you're seeing, well, you're seeing this afterwards, but while I'm recording this on a Sunday night for us, and currently I've got a episode of Crash uploaded to YouTube and one that's just uploaded to YouTube, and the other one that I'm processing to be ready to put on YouTube. So they should be up by tomorrow. Yeah, I should be editing and posting them both tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will see that. Now, few things I wanted to make sure I did apologize for things that are going on. I wasn't going to make excuses like I normally don't. I figured just straight up apology for how the videos have been uploading a bit not as consistent. So hopefully by uploading these two now, things will go back to normal where they can each video posts on the weekends. But yeah. But there's a few things I want, apart from that, there are a few things that I wanted to run past you guys because there's some stuff that's coming up and there's some video ideas that I have, as well as some changes being done to the channel. So first off, for the up and coming stuff, as some people know, there's a game coming out I think it's either next week or next week after. There's a game coming out called Control. Now, I don't know how many people have heard of it, but it seems like a really interesting game. And before I even had remotely heard of it, Jade actually came to me and he asked if he could play it for the channel because it seemed really interesting. And being that the only other game that, don't get me wrong, we've put games forward that he's been enjoying and playing, we haven't had him full on jump into the position of asking for a game since the first Crash game. So we thought, why not? I don't see a problem with it. So when that comes out in I don't know if it's next week or week after, but when that comes out, on the weekends that you see God of War, being that Sniper Elite has pretty much wrapped up, there's still technically that custom Hitler map, but we'll get to that. But yeah, because he wants to play that, that's going to go on the same weekend as his God of War, so that weekend will be the the Jade weekend. And being that it's mythology meets sci-fi, it's gonna be we're gonna come up with some interesting title for that, because I think we had something like that beforehand. But yeah, another game that's coming out in not next week but the week after probably, if not the week after that, I forget, is going to be Monster Hunter World Iceborne, which, as a lot of people know, William and I will be doing a co-op of that just because it's a continuation of the Monster Hunter playthrough we've done so far. So he and I will be playing through the main story of that for the channel, and hopefully that goes well. Hopefully Capcom will have listened to the audience that they have and actually made it that you can see cutscenes together, so that way he doesn't have to play ahead just for us to both see it, so we can actually both see the cutscenes together and actually we could even do it genuine then. We couldn't do that beforehand because, yeah, for him and I to play together, he'd have to see the cutscene first and then jump on me. So yeah, it all depends on that. So that's two of the things that are upcoming. Another thing that we wanted to, another thing that's finally going to be up and coming is, ages ago we had a Halo co-op for the channel. Now, don't get me wrong, that was extremely fun, but until now we wanted to make sure that if we did put Halos 2, 3, and 4 on the channel, we didn't make it look, let's be faces, as bad as the original, because by the end of the series, yeah, it looked pretty decent, we were getting pretty good with it, but in the beginning, the recording was shoddy. Even the one fan that tries to deny that must admit that, because for all of that Halo series, because we had no way at that time to record the Xbox 360, we were pointing the camera at the TV and recording that way. But problem is though, like in the at least the first half of that series, I didn't have any editing system except for like Windows Editor, and yeah, you can see the shoddy workmanship between like you can see the borders of the TV. Sometimes you can even see the whole wall around it. It's just stupid, but I still had a lot of fun with that series, and we always talked about putting 2, 3, and 4 on the channel, and finally, I'm actually getting I've got in the mail, it's coming soon, but I've got a Xbox game drive, which I'll be using to set up with my Xbox One, because I have the Master Chief Collection, and once that's all set up, this free weekend that we have now, being that Crash has wrapped up now, until we figure out what we're going to put there, we figure we're going to actually use that as like a free weekend, but one thing that we can definitely put in there soon is the Halo co-op, because why not? Be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope some of you guys as well are looking forward to it, but we'll see. But yeah, a few videos ideas that I want to run by you guys though is, being that I do want to make sure that if we're going to put in like review videos or anything like that, it's something that you guys are going to want to see. So with these review videos that I'm about to say, message down in the comments whether you actually want to see them or not, because these things I want to make sure that it's going to interest someone, or it's going to like, oh, I can talk about these passionately, whether it be positive or negative or both, but I want it to make sure that's something that you guys are going to actually want to listen to. So like, I've always talked about how I could do the Metal Gear Solid reviews, but at the same time, I'm also happy to do that one video where it was pretty much roasting the living crap out of Metal Gear Survive. There are a few review videos that I want to do, but I want to make sure, I want to hear if you guys are still interested in seeing them. But another video I've had recently is an idea, because of how absolutely stupid all three of these companies are taking their directions. I'm tempted to make a shots video. Now, the reason why I say shots video, it's like, you know, the whole shots fired bullshit. It's pretty much me picking apart 3 different large companies, which is Game Freak and their little Pokemon fuck-ups. You have... what was it? You had Game Freak, you had Konami because of the butchering they've done to a few of their game franchises, and Disney, there you go, that's the third one. Now, yes, all 3 of these are big companies, and me having a rant about them's not going to do diddly shit, but I have a pretty good bone to pick, like, with all 3 of these, and I have major points to realise. I've got major points on all 3 of these things that kind of mention how they're flushing their entire companies down the toilet. But as I said, if you guys want to see those 3 videos, like me taking apart all 3 of those companies, let me know in the comments. Because like, against normal things that would be a roast or an insult, I couldn't probably do it, because that would just be personal opinion. There's not much for basis. Things like Metal Gear Survive and these 3 companies, things I have to say against them, I've actually got legitimate points to make. So like, for just an example, in Metal Gear Survive, a Metal Gear Solid game officially tied to the Metal Gear Solid series by having Solid Snake in a cutscene. Yet, that does make it a Metal Gear game, so how come there is no Metal Gear in it, either during or post-game? Like, none. The entire franchise is called Metal Gear. Every single game has a Metal Gear. Hell, even including Metal Gear Solid 3, where the story started in their franchise. That at least had the Shagohod, which is a giant armoured tank. This thing, it didn't have even remotely. It had aliens, zombies, and a big Titan dust monster thing. But it doesn't count if it's not a machine. So that's just an example. I can go into much further detail with that, but like, I'll leave that for another video. But yeah, so if you guys want to see any of those video reviews or anything, let us know in the comments, because we are always wanting to hear your opinions, your thoughts. We want to know if what we're going to be posting is something that you guys are going to be wanting to want to watch. But I digress. I've thought about these videos for a while, and I want to make sure that, as I said, comment down below because I actually want to make sure that you guys actually do want to watch these. But on to the last fact, changes. Now, normally I wouldn't, I figured it would happen eventually, but like, as people know, being that we have William on the channel, I've been wanting to slightly edit the intro as well as the outro for the channel. Now, up until now, I might have thought about Doomsday, who is the like, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, he's actually he hasn't been on it in a while, but he's quite a funny YouTuber. I do hope he makes a return. But he's also an alright, pretty good guy. And he's the one that actually made our outro. Now, I was thinking about asking him to make our outro, but I think he's a little bit busy with personal stuff, so I don't know if it would if it would be an inconvenience. It's like, normally he's a really good guy, but like, I don't want to just bother him and just see like, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you do that for me? Because I just feel like it's like exploiting him at that point, and that's not what friends do. But yeah, so like, I've already decided that I want to create a new outro and intro. The outro will be similar to the one we have now, except it will include William, so like Last Will, so it'll have all four of us on it. But the main big change I'm gonna do is for the intro for our channel. Now, up until now, I don't know how it's gonna happen. If it happens one or two more times, then I'm gonna have to. But up until now, I've been quite happy with the way the intro is, and originally all I was going to do is edit the intro and maybe figure out how I'm going to add William into it, so that way it includes all four of us like normal. But now has come to the point where now I can't just simply do that, because as I just uploaded the crash that literally just got uploaded to the channel, I believe it's still set to private, so no one can see it yet. However, the problem is that it has already been hit with a copyright strike for the intro music. Now, that wasn't a surprise. I fully understood that was going to happen because, like, for the shit ton of time that we've been using it, technically we never owned the song. The song was a custom thing created by another channel, and it just seemed like no one cared up until now. But it seems like someone's finally cared, because someone hit us with a copyright strike for the intro music. So I don't know. I don't think if I can find something as nice as the one that we had or that we have, I'll try to I'll try to add new music. But at this moment, I'll see what I can do, because the problem is, apart from Doomsday, there's no one else I know that has really good custom music making skills like that. The only other guy I knew that had somewhat of that skill is kind of cynical in some cases. He has very warped ideas on friendship, trust, and other stuff. So it's a long story, but still. So yeah, the only one I knew that had pretty good skills when it came to making custom music was Doomsday. But in saying that though, I don't want to just be like, hey, can you do this and that for me, when technically he's not getting anything out of it. And I don't think I'd be able to pay him anything. I'd be happy to pay, but I don't think I could pay him anything substantial at the moment, because I'm still figuring stuff out. But yeah, which I'm just gonna figure it out, because I figure this copyright strike would happen eventually. I just after all this time, I didn't think someone would care. But hey, look what happened to the Let's Get Random that's at least a few of our current viewers have never seen, because out of all of our Let's Get Random list, right before the Let's Get Randoms from Nova Style, there actually was an outside and outdoors edition. But we had to take that down off the channel because we used a special Daft Punk song, and apparently some guy went to a Daft Punk, like, actual stadium, like he actually went to a concert, recorded the audio on his phone with a video, and the problem is that when we moved channels, because we wanted to make sure our channel name was actually in the title, the problem is though, because of that, technically his video was posted before that video, so even though he didn't own copyright, like he didn't own the music, he could file a copyright strike against us, and we can't do a damn thing about it. Like, if we try to re-upload that video now, it auto gets copyrighted, the music gets muted, so it's literally a video of us dancing with apps in dead silence, because we can't fight the copyright, because when you try to fight the copyright, the only thing it says is that we don't own it, and because we can't prove that they don't, like, there's no option to, like, prove that they don't own it, and there's no option to argue that they don't own it, because the fact of the matter is, unless we own it, there's nothing we can do, because that's how fucked up YouTube is. But, hey. Policies. So yeah, like, back to the matter at hand, it's like, when it comes to the copyright strikes of this one, there's not much we can do. Like, at the moment, this copyright strike that we got flagged with, it's one of those ones that doesn't mean much. It's one of those ones that means, like, just the video that got hit can't be monetized, which at the moment we're not getting paid for YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that's not the big issue. The big issue is the fact that if whoever flagged us, like, decides to get a bit serious, we could actually lose the channel, and we don't. That's, like, having that video demonetized, that doesn't matter. It's getting the channel actually hit, so that way we literally get stopped from entertaining you guys, and then we'll have to start out a new YouTube channel and start all over again, and upload what we can and see what we can't. So it goes with the whole 9 yards with all that. We'll see what happens, but yeah, so I want to try create a new outro, of course, which will probably be like the same as in the outro now, but we'll have all 4 of us. But the intro will be different, because at this point, if it doesn't happen again, then that's fine. But if it happens like 1 or 2 more times, I'm gonna be forced to, like, change the music, because, like, it's better to be safe than sorry, and I can't really risk the channel coming down, because we all of us have a lot of fun here. We hope we entertain you guys as well. We just do this for quite a bit of fun, because we enjoy making people laugh, and we enjoy entertaining others. So if our channel went down from that, that would just suck. So that's about all I can say for that. I don't know. If somehow we actually knew someone that was really, like, if someone that was either half decent or really good at making pretty good custom music, if, like, we had someone like that to design us a new something similar to the music intro we have now, but one that's custom, so that way it's not something that could not be copyrighted. If we had something like that, I'd be astounded, and by God, I'd save up to pay them whatever the fuck they wanted. As long as it wasn't, like, I don't know, $500 to $1,000, because then that's just ridiculous. For that, I could probably, like, figure out a way to find someone to do it for 10 times cheaper. Not saying that I'd be ungrateful, I'm just saying, it's just like, I've met a lot of people that try to overprice things that aren't really worth it, so that's just me. Anyway, that's probably all that is going to be up for the update video. I know it's been long, but instead of a rant this time, it's more just keeping you guys informed. Yeah, it's just been weird. So I hope you enjoyed the video so far, guys. Leave a like, leave a subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that way you're notified every time we upload a video. As you would have probably figured out by the intro of this video that I didn't put the intro on this video, nor did I put the outro on this video. This literally will end the moment you stop seeing this right here. But yeah, I just want to keep you guys informed. So yeah, I'm going to be looking to see if I can either... I'll wait probably till after next weekend or weekend after to see if anything else gets flagged. And if that happens, then I'm going to slowly try look into what I can do about a new custom intro. The visual will probably not change. I still deeply enjoy the visual of how our channel starts, but the music, I'm gonna have to change that. So we'll see. So I'm gonna start looking into. I'll probably start looking into seeing how I'm gonna deal with new custom music. And the outro, yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. But yeah. Other than that, my friends, as I said, hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified of any videos that we upload. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, check out the videos, and we shall see you in the next video, my friends. Thank you and goodbye.